was like, I wanted, it was like mini gifts, but like they all like had like a special little meaning, like, to the other person. And some of them I did it together where I got my mom, my aunt, and my sister the same thing so they could, Anyway, so never got it. And when it went to the facility, they took, was it pictures that they had? No, no, no. Just kidding. The packet, like the label was there from because I hand wrote like the name and everything. The label was there for her package on the box, but what they had done was damage the box. Now the box was still damaged, the tape, the everything, but they stole whatever was inside and then like put the tape back on, but like didn't change out the box, like couldn't change out the box because the label was still attached in a way where they had to like keep it. So it's like she got a damaged box, like all beat up, like it was ridiculous, like
And
torn off on the
empty.
side,
Wow.
water damage, like everything. And
That's
Wow.
inside
horrible.
was like this protein drink or something. I was like, I don't even know what, like, I thought it was shampoo. I was like, what is that? And like, I had to look it up to even see what the product was. I was like, I did not send you that. I was like, whose is that? So yeah, and they just
Wow.
stuffed it with like the little like foam, whatever. They just had a bunch of foam and then that, and I was like, wow.
And then put a protein drink in there. That's creepy.
That is
Yeah,
Like,
horrible.
they stole everything. And it
yeah,
wasn't even like I got her diamonds or something crazy. It was just like little cute
right.
stuff. And I was like, dang, because she just not like people steal Christmas? Like,
That's
it's ridiculous.
man, like
So,
Crazy.
not not a real life Grinch. Oh,
yes.
that's horrible.
Yes.
That's horrible. I'm sorry
Wow.
that that happened.
It's
Yeah, me
That
okay.
would break my
too.
heart.
It was a
That
whole
happened with
thing.
me, man. That happened with me. Except it wasn't. I don't know where the package went, and I'm mad because it's actually USPS, and I had ordered Charles because he's like a real Terminator fan. And I ordered him this action figure, like one of a kind. It cost me like 70 something dollars. And it was only like 7 inches tall. That's
Mm.
how much of a collectible it is or whatever. And I'm calling the post office or whatever because they're talking about it's delivered. And the mail lady swears up and down she delivered it and I never got it. And so neither the post office wanted to be responsible or the merchant. And so I was just out of my money. I was so mad. I was so, so mad. I don't know what
That's
happened to that package.
ridiculous. And
Yeah.
they have like a
But
standard insurance that you get. Like I think it covers like up to $50. And I was like,
I
well, my stuff was more than 50, but I want at least that.
okay, give me something, compensate something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That reminds me of that movie. What's that? Arnold Schwartz. He was in a movie for Christmas. Remember we were younger? No.
Junior?
Turtle Man or I'm looking it up.
Um,
It was a kids movie. Y'all don't remember that?
well, while
Um,
she's looking that up, I like little turtle drops that you eat, the chocolate turtles in that box.
oh
Christmas goodies
yeah.
are so good. Hold on, do
They're
you guys agree with
delicious.
Christmas goodies are so fantastic.
Jingle
Like,
all the
I don't
way.
know. Oh,
Remember
yes. Now I
that?
know what you're talking
It's like your
about.
situation with the toy.
Wait. Yes, that
Okay.
is. But how did you get turtle something from Jingle All
He,
the Way?
he called the action figure. He was like, "Ta ta, turtle man." Like it was. Okay, I'm done.
I just wanted to pick with you for a second. I did. But yeah, I forgot all about that movie. But yeah, Christmas goodies are so delicious. And I don't know what it is. It has to be the fact that it's the holiday season and we're all in good spirits because it seems like holiday desserts are better than regular round the year desserts. Does anybody agree with me
I agree.
on that?
I
Yeah.
do.
No, L. Continue. Please continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say my only thing is, and this is like, I mean, okay, so
Right.
the cookies in the blue can, whatever they're called,
Oh
like they are not all that.
yeah.
They're not all that to me.
They're
But
not, but
I
it's
don't
like
even know
you
what
grow
all the
up with
hype is
them.
about. And
It's good.
I was raised by my grandparents, and like during Christmas, those are the only cookies that we had. I was not with that at all. Like, oh my,
Torture.
yeah. I
Hold
forgot what
on.
they're
So
called, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
I do the royal
yes,
cookies.
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Because the can looks so gorgeous, you just want to keep it, and so you keep
Yes.
it. And hold on, every grandma probably had like all her sewing needles and stuff. Every time I was sewing at somebody's house, at a grandma's house, or somebody with an older lady, they would always have it, and I would always fall for the okie doke, expecting to find cookies, and it was always some sewing needles, some yarn, some pins. I used to be so mad.
What about the tall cans of
But
popcorn every Christmas? Did y'all have
hate
those
those.
Uh,
too? You hate
I
it?
hate
Actually,
those.
my new job, no, I mean, see, popcorn just grew on me. Like, I did not like popcorn as a kid. So, like, it just grew on me. Like, I like the spicy popcorns and, like, some of, like, the cheesy like, the caramel, it's way too sweet. But I got
Mhm.
the variety can this past year, actually. Our job sent it, like, delivered them to our home, and it was, like, our little Christmas gift. And it was actually
Wow.
good. It was really good, and it was like the first time I actually enjoyed canned popcorn. But usually
Oh
I'm like,
wow.
no, yeah.
That was pretty nice and
But I
thoughtful.
will buy it to like decorate my house, the cans of popcorn, and like
Mhm.
to have if people want like when people come over for holidays. But I won't eat it.
Yeah. Speaking of pop popcorn though, so Smart, what is it? The Smart food brand? Is it Smart Food? The little black bag of
Oh
popcorn.
yeah,
Yeah, so they have
yeah.
one out now, like it's a caramel cheddar one. So good. Oh my gosh. Like you would think that it's not a good combination, but it's like the perfect blend of sweet and salty.
Kay, do you like the cheesy
No.
caramel?
I
Oh
No.
tried it. I
my gosh.
tried it. I'm sorry, Elle.
Oh, you
I'm
don't
sorry.
like
I
it?
know. And you're so sweet. I hate to be against what you do,
Hey,
but
I mean, it is what
no,
it
I, no, I
Food
tried.
wars.
Right, right. Okay, friendship over. Okay,
is.
so my little cousin, for her birthday last year, we had like a outside theater movie for her.
Mhm.
And my
Oh,
aunt did
fun.
like the whole candy and popcorn stand and stuff like that. And she had it. And I thought it was gonna be so delicious, like Elle
Mhm.
just made it seem like it was.
It is.
And for me,
You
and
like you like
it
how I
is,
slid that in there.
and it is, yes. And it was, I was so disappointed, but
What happened?
you on the cookies in the blue can. If we can go back to that just for a second,
Uh-huh.
I wanted them because they were sweet, but no, they are so bland. They're like worse
No,
than basic
they're not.
cookies.
The
They
cookies in the blue can,
Oh yeah,
they
those
have
are
the coconut, they
horrible.
have the little raspberry in the middle. I like them.
right. That's what I was gonna say. It depends on what can you get too, because all the cookies in the blue can don't be the same. I realized that because you're
I've
right, Julie. JC, they
I've
do
never
come flavored ones, but
really.
yeah, and then there's the breaded one that Elle are talking about. So the breaded one that I'm talking about with Elle, like they're all like different shapes and look really pretty and stuff, like Christmas ornament
Mhm.
shaped or something like that. But they all taste the same and they're all bland. Now the one
Yeah.
you're talking about, JC, I don't like that one either because I don't like the jelly or the raspberry hard. Uh, I want to
I
call it
like it.
chalky because you gotta chew it. It's
It
like a,
doesn't like, oh my
it's
goodness. It's like dry candy.
yeah, it tastes
It's
like
not
tough
worse than
jelly.
Laffy Taffies. Laffy Taffies are the worst candy ever. I'm not a fan of candy,
Yeah,
but I mean, that is
no, I'm
like,
not.
who invented? That's gross.
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I agree with you there. I agree with
Speaking
you.
of gross, that reminds me when y'all are talking
Laffy
about like
Taffy.
the hard candies and stuff. Well, I like Laffy Taffies, but what about fruit
Ugh,
cakes? Who really likes fruit cakes out
I've
there?
never had a fruitcake.
I tried one time when I was a kid. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, I
Mm.
don't even want to think about it.
Don't
but
they
I
sell
just
them in
thought about it.
stores around holiday too?
Yeah, they
Like the
do.
dried out fruit cakes that
Oh my
everybody buys.
goodness. Oh, that's
I,
like,
I would love
oh,
to go to somebody's home and just see like a fruit cake sitting like I'd be like, what? Like what motivated you?
like why?
Just why?
So, Kay,
So, okay. Hmm.
oh, so you mentioned earlier that you lived in Virginia Beach, and I lived in Virginia Beach around like 2008, 2009, and I
Ooh.
remember around that time I wanted to go to this restaurant on the beach called Salacia. Have you ever been there?
No, I'm
Oh
sorry.
no. Oh well, if we
It
have any
Yeah,
sounds
listeners,
fancy.
yeah, it
it
is,
is.
and I
It
think you can
sounds
like sit
nice.
on the rooftop or something like that, and it's a rooftop
Ooh.
restaurant. So if any of our listeners have ever been to Salacia in Val Beach, definitely comment and let us know how that is, because I've always wanted to try it, and I haven't been to Virginia Beach in like 10 years. So yeah,
Girls
I
definitely let us
trip
honestly
know.
thought she was gonna say,
2022.
huh?
Deal me in on the road. I said girls trip 2022. Deal me in on the road.
I
Yeah.
literally thought she was gonna say if any of our listeners wants to gift us with a trip to I was gonna be like, oh yeah, send the gift card. No, but
Yeah,
yeah,
what
you all
Jason
let
said.
us know.
That's
Oh
funny.
man. Yeah, that's
Is it
we
warm
are
in
horrible.
Virginia year round? I don't know.
No,
Uh, it,
I remember it being cold there. Like I experienced,
yeah.
believe it or not, like around that time period, 2008, 2009. Like I don't know if I'm exaggerating or not, but it was like a blizzard. But this is me coming from Alabama and
Uh,
it being like warm on Christmas. So
it
I'm pretty sure
was
I'm like I'm pretty sure I'm stretching it, but you know.
you
So to
went
answer your
you went
question,
about 10 miles. She said it was, but it is if you're coming from, like you said, you're from down south, and so if you're coming from there, it definitely does seem like that. So I completely understand. But no, it can get down to the 40s or whatever, but nothing
No,
like crazy, and it doesn't last long whatsoever. But the
but
water
it's like
definitely plays
warm
a
the
part
next
in that.
day. Like during the day, it's always
Yeah,
warm.
yeah, and it
Mm.
doesn't get like extremely cold whatsoever. Um, yeah, and so I just drew a blank.
Oh my gosh, she just like she's gonna lead in with something really good.
Right. I
Welcome back.
literally just like, you got a lot of editing to do.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry. Um,
listen, I know this is like a foodie episode, but I'm like in my feelings now because I really miss Virginia Beach. And had you not mentioned Virginia Beach, I wouldn't even be thinking about it right now. But that was like of all the places I've lived, that had to be my favorite. Like
I I
Virginia
did like
Beach
it
is
there.
where it's at.
I
Yeah. We
did.
should definitely take
So
a 22 trip.
I'm in.
I'm with that. I'm with that. So we can be on food and still talk about Virginia Beach because there was this amazing. Okay, so it looks like a motel, but it
Hmm.
literally is not. It's a hotel, but it's made like all the doors are on the outside, like you see in the movies.
Uh-huh.
And it, except in the movies, you open it up and it's like a really ranky-jank bed, and you put in a quarter, and then the bed vibrates. No, this was classy. And it
Really?
was nice. And we had this big, huge suite. Yes. And we had this big, huge suite, like with 2 or 3 bedrooms. And what I loved about it is that they had a restaurant downstairs where they would make breakfast. It was like a diner. And they would make breakfast all the time. And I have 5 other sisters, and they always wanted what I wanted. So we were like the first few days, we were ordering French toast. Their French toast was the bomb. Like, I don't know what they did because I made good French toast. I mean,
Wow.
everybody knows you use eggs and milk and bread and cinnamon, and you dip and you go, right? With butter
Yeah.
Actually
powdered
more. But yes.
and Wait. Whoa. Back it up. What's the extra
I
ingredients that
cannot